Cable Systems presents the High School Football Game of the Week. This week, the Watchung Warriors take on the North Hunterdon Lions.
We're here at North Hunterdon High School where the North Hunterdon Lions open their season against the Watchung Hills Warriors. This is also the first game of the season for Watchung Hills, and it promises to be a good game. Last year's battle between these two teams ended in a 6-0 Watchung Hills victory in a game that was marred by turnovers and bad weather. North Hunterdon committed 11 turnovers in the game, which proved to be Watchung Hills' only victory. Earl, this should be a good ball game. We got two good teams coming back this year.
Yeah, well, Watchung Hills, the only problem is they've been hit hard by graduation. But three players to watch tonight. You got Brian Ronaldo, he's quarterback, very versatile, runs the option very well. Now Tom Tremarco, outside linebacker. Last year, he was responsible for the only touchdown last year in the game, and he brought it back all the way from an interception. And on the defense, on the defensive line, you got to tackle Greg Mobus. And I think you're going to see a lot from these three guys on the Warriors side.
Yeah, on the other side of the ball in North Hunterdon, we have an outstanding backfield coming back for North Hunterdon as well. They're led by the tailback Eric Tomzak, who's 6'4", 193 pounds. At quarterback will be Dan Tegeter. He's 6'4", 190 pounds. And Jerry DePietro, the fullback, is 5'10", 185 pounds. These three guys come together to form one heck of a backfield. And they had a really good preseason. While we're on the subject, a little snare from the Hunterdon Review filled us in on the information on these two teams. He was able to see both of these teams, and he thinks it's going to be an outstanding game. Like we said, last year was a really good ball game. 6-0, it was Watchung Hills' only victory. This year, and this is a team that was hit hard by graduation. Like you said, they got some outstanding players coming back. Ronaldo, a very athletic quarterback. And we have a good quarterback on the other side, Dan Tegeter. Tegeter is the kind of quarterback that can benefit from his outstanding backfield, but if he has to throw, if Watchung Hills brings 7 guys up to the line of scrimmage, he's got outstanding wide receivers, Matt Hargrove, Matt Lehman, Mike Butler, tight end. Particularly, he has a lot of weapons on this North Hunterdon squad.
Well, on Watchung, another guy that we've been told to look out for is Andre Tompkins. He's a junior halfback. He's about 5'10", 145. He's real quick. I heard he's explosive. He can do some fantastic things with the football when he gets his hands on it.
Well, you know, the first game of the season is always one of the most exciting. You know, the atmosphere of this ball game is, both teams know that they can beat one another. It's 6-0 game last year, so you know it's not out of the question. Both of these teams want to kick the season off on a high note. North Hunterdon is favored to be one of the better teams in the area, Hunterdon Central as well, and Franklin, but North Hunterdon really wants to start off on a high note. We're going to take a timeout now for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars lead the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched. Roar so gallantly gleaming on the rockets are glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the heart of the brave.
And there you have your national anthem. We're back in the SeaTac High School Game of the Week. Kurt Appleby along with Earl Cameron, the first game of the season between the North Hunterdon Lions and the Watchung Hills Warriors. We're about set for kickoff. North Hunterdon will be kicking off, Watchung Hills receiving. Doing the kicking off for North Hunterdon, I believe, will be number 3, Matt Hargrove. And it is Matt Hargrove lining up the ball there.
Well, you know, before Watchung Hills, although they have a very young team, and they've been, you know, it's kind of supposed to be a down year for them. They always play North Hunterdon very well. That's one thing that's always been consistent over the last few years.
Well, you know, last year game could have gone either way. As we were saying, it was a 6-0 ball game.
Well, considering under the conditions, I mean, that was a game that, I mean, it was not fit for man nor beast, but Watchung Hills they went over the top of that one.
Well, you figure North Hunterdon committed 6 turnovers, but now they have a starting backfield of all seniors, so you can expect that they won't make those 6 turnovers tonight. And there's a short kick by Hargrove, is picked up. It looked like there may have been a fumble on the play. It was picked up by number 46. We don't have a number 46 listed for Watchung Hills.
Well, Watchung Hills demonstrated excellent coverage on that kick. I mean, they were right there. They were right there for the ball. They closed in very fast.
It'll start 1st and 10 for Watchung Hills at about the 30-yard line.
How are you?
51, Dan Colton is the center.
She remembers.
Tough to tell the yard lines on here at North Hunterdon. They're not marked down. First give is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. On the hit, number 76, Rob Perdue, 5'11", 162-pound senior.
Not much there, not much at all. They've got to block out better than that if they expect to get any further tonight.
So DePietro picks up 1 on the carry. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9 situation. Here you see Rob Perdue made the hit, along with number 70, John Latino, 6'1", 198-pound senior. Ronaldo takes the snap. It's back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to number 16, Jason Clark, number 16.
Another one of Watchung Hills' outstanding receivers. Just didn't get much time to do anything with the ball after that catch. North Hunterdon is doing an excellent job of getting to the ball as soon as it's being touched by one of the Watchung Hills offensive players.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 5 at the 35. See if Ronaldo goes back to pass again. Here's an option.
There.
The pitch, I can't get a ball carrier there.
Well, you'll see Ronaldo do that a lot because that is his bread and butter play. I mean, Ronaldo's the type of guy who can pretty much run that all night on you.
He was Anthony Casey's a 5'10", 150-pound junior. It's going to be enough for the 1st down. That'll move the sticks.
Well, it's going to be pretty much, Ronaldo is going to be the feature player because right now Watchung Hills' backfield isn't the strongest it's been.
Got a reverse is snuffed out there by North Hunterdon. Brian DeGucci got the carry and he was snuffed out immediately.
Well, it was a brave attempt to try and start something early here, but didn't really amount to much. But that might be the type of thing Watchung Hills is going to try tonight, since they're a little bit overmatched, especially in age and size. So you might see them go to a couple of the slicker plays.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 9 situation. Ronaldo tried a little razzle-dazzle there on 1st down, and he's back to pass on 2nd down. On downfield, that's intercepted by number 62, Mike Bobrowski.
Ronaldo's pass is intercepted.
5'11", 185-pound senior.
Ryan Bennington.
Maybe somebody missed something because there wasn't really any wide Watchung
Lions
Hills
take over
receivers
first and
anywhere
10
near that ball.
on their own
But,
37-yard line.
We'll take another look at that. He really did throw that ball into a crowd. See the first down situation, and back to pass is Tegeter. Goes downfield. He's got a receiver open. It's number 43, Jerry DePietro. And he's got enough for the first down.
Very good start for Hunterdon. I mean, that's the way you have to begin.
Taking pass
Look at
complete to
that
number 42,
interception.
Jerry DePietro. Good for Lions first down. In on tackle for Watchung
Take a look at the first down.
State took the spot.
First game of the season mix-ups here. C-Tech game of the week. Just over 8 minutes remaining. It's first down here for North Hunterdon.
Ball is on the 38-yard line.
Subbed out option. The give is to number 30.
Tomzak on the carry.
See, that's a
Tom's at number
Gain of about
33
2.
gets the carry.
that's another example where North Hunterdon's size is going to make a difference, because that was basically not a busted play, but it was a
Ball
play
on the
that
36-yard line.
was struggling, and the power just seemed to power that ball right through for a couple of yards. It really shouldn't have been there.
It looked like the initial pitch to Jerry DePietro, the initial handoff was never bid on the fake by Watchung Hills, and they knew exactly that the option was coming. So that'll bring up a second down, long situation. Second attempt of the day is a complete pass to number 4, Matt Lehman. So Tegeter comes down, he's 2 for 2 throwing.
Good job to get down on that ball.
Looked like Lehman might have trapped that, but the referee was right on the spot, makes the call.
On North Huntington definitely looks crisp. They look like they're really coming off the ball well.
This is the team you expected to see, a senior-laden ball club. The last time I saw this North Hunterdon team, most of these guys were sophomores. Now they blossomed into seniors, and they look like a darn good football team. They're going to have first down measurement.
Looks
like they might be just short. No, they're going to remeasure it.
Looks like it might be an inch or two. Looks very close, but yeah, it's going to be short. So,
bring up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, North Hunterdon's definitely has the tools to get this ball if they want to go short yardage. They definitely have the backfield to do it with.
You would expect the ball to go to Tomzak here. His first carry was snuffed out just behind the line of scrimmage by Watchung Hills as they didn't bite on the option.
Well, Tomzak's explosive. He's ready for anything.
Looks like a bit of a busted play, and there's nowhere to go for Tegeter but down.
Looks like somebody might have missed. Looks like
somebody missed an assignment there. Tom Tremarco, number 34, was right in the backfield, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Tregeter looked a little bit surprised when he turned around. It looked like somebody bailed out on him. I think maybe somebody misread their play, because he was ready to go, and there was a good block by DePietro to do something with, but there was no action. Somebody must have bailed out. I guess Tomzak might have misread the play, because he was the only man back there.
I think you're right. I think Tegeter thought the play was going right, and Tomzak thought it was going left. And a 4th down. Now there's the pitch, the throw by Tegeter, and that's the first incomplete pass by him. He was looking for number 24, Dan Schneider.
Excellent fake by Tregeter, though.
So they'll turn the ball over on downs, and it'll be Watchung Hills' ball at about the 30-yard line. Excuse me, 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the Watchung Hills 35-yard line. Watchung Hills will take over the ball for the 2nd time. The first possession ended in an interception. See if they come out throwing again this time. They have the quarterback to do it, Brian Ronaldo. As the give is snuffed out right up the middle. Once again, number 70, John Latino is there.
See, I don't think that Watchung Hills is going to be able to power this ball up the middle, because just North Hunterdon's got size on both sides of the ball. If they're going to do it, I definitely believe that it's going to be Ronaldo is going to have to do something with the ball himself, either with the option or by throwing the ball, because it just doesn't look like anything up front is going to go their way.
That's exactly right. We saw 2 times in a row they tried to go up the middle. Well, 2 times they've gone to at John Latino or Robert Dew, and both times they've been up to the task. So they may have to go to the outside and use some of that speed that they have. There's an option that's broken up, and there's a fumble. Big pile up. We'll have to see whose ball it is. It looks like a bit of a mix-up there. Take another look at that.
Watchung Hills keeps the ball. It just looked like they wanted to go with the option, but somebody missed an assignment, and North Hunterdon was in the backfield pretty fast. I don't think they didn't even have a chance to get that ball. He saw green before he even saw his own player's jersey.
Yeah, but both teams open up a bit sloppy. A little bit of misread, but it is the first game of the year, and these 2 teams are probably working out some kinks going through this ball game.
Oh.
Now that time, Ronaldo had an open receiver. It was Andre Thompson, who you discussed earlier. It looked like he was wide open, but he ran right into the coverage of Matt Hargrove. We'll take another look at that. It looks like Tompkins was open, as I think you noticed as well.
Well, you're going to see that. I believe that this is one of the matchups that Watchung Hills is definitely going to want to set up tonight, because, I mean, they only had 1 man on Tompkins, and he's a guy that I don't think you can afford to do that with. You could see that he was playing him a little bit deep. I think that North Hunterdon is aware of his ability.
So Watchung Hills will be back to punt now in their second possession. It's off long one, collected by number 24, Bryce Purcell.
Jason Clark was down there in a hurry. He's got a little bit on the tackle, but got him there. Trying to break something up for a turn. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 situation for the North Hunterdon Lions. They came out of the chute quick. The last possession that they had, quarterback Dan Tegeter opened up with 2 for 2 in passing, and then it seemed to fall apart, like a couple of misreads and an incomplete pass, and suddenly they give up the ball on downs. First down is an option, and they're looking for Tomczak on that one, and he's wide left, and he's got some running room. See, I think with North Hunterdon, they're going to try and iron out some mistakes on this drive. I think they're going to go with basics here. I don't think they're going to try anything as far as fancy like Watchung Hills is going to attempt. I think they're just going to go with their because they are a strong team. They really don't need to go to the tactics that Watchung Hills is going to attempt. I believe that they're going to attempt tonight.
You mean the smash mouth football up the gut?
I think that's what they're going to do. I don't know if Watchung Hills wants to play that type of game, because I don't think they're ready for what North Hunterdon can supply.
And there's Tomczak giving him again. He goes, there's a little fancy maneuver, and he's got himself a couple extra yards. It looked like he was down about 2 yards behind. He kept his balance by using his hand and kept that knee from falling down, and Tomczak picks up a 1st down.
Anybody that's going to come out of that backfield tonight is going to be hard to tackle, and that's what you just saw there with Tomczak. Anybody that comes out of there is going to be, even the...
So, there's a good look at us, 2 handsome guys.
Oh,
Wait a minute, no, that's us, I'm sorry. I thought that was 2 handsome guys. So 1st down at the 43-yard line for North Hunterdon. Here you see a good-sized crowd on hand. It's a Thursday night ball game. And there's a pitch again to Tomczak. He's the workhorse on this possession, but
Tomczak got to carry once again.
there quickly. Number 77 for Watchung Hills. That was Greg Mobus, who we talked about earlier. Got out and snuffed that play out. So it's going to bring up about 2nd and 8 from the 45.
I believe you're going to use that word a lot with Tomczak, workhorse, because he is their key guy coming out of the backfield. Last year, I know he had a few multiple touchdown games. I know he scored 5 in 1 game last year, so, and a couple 200-yard games. So
they tried to go to the short side right, and this time a little fake on the pitch, and Tegeter threw into double coverage. Looks like he was looking for number 15, Mike Eisenhart.
He's underthrowing the ball quite a bit tonight. He's putting it into the ground almost on every pass.
What
surprised me is that they didn't go from the left side or the wrong side of the field to Tomczak. He seems to have the size to get out there and really create some havoc. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8 situation.
Because I know that their defense is not tall, and not a big deal. So they match up really well as far as sending somebody on the outside.
So they're going to use their first timeout of the ball game with 2:26 to go here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, I'm Kurt Appleby along with Earl Camber, and it's the 6 high school game of the week. It's the North Hunterdon Lions who will open the season here tonight against the Watchung Hills Warriors who open the season here. It's the first quarter. There's 2:26 to go, and it's about a 3rd and 7, maybe 8 situation here for North Hunterdon. Here you see our scoreboard. Watchung Hills has had 2 possessions. One ended in a punt, one ended in an interception. And North Hunterdon gained some yardage early on their first possession, completed 2 quick passes to quarterback Dan Taggart, and then things fell apart. A couple of misreads on plays, a couple of guys with mix-ups, and they lost the ball on down. So here they are in a 3rd and 8 situation. Taggart, I believe, is 2 for 5 passing. 0 for his last 3. That time, that pass he threw in a bit of double coverage, looking for Mike Eisenhart on the last down.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that you wouldn't expect normally from North Hunterdon to struggle like this early, because they had such a good preseason. But like we said before, Watchung Hills is not a team that's going to go down easy to this team.
So 3rd and 8 to go in the I formation again. There's a fake. Taggart fakes to Tom Zach. Goes downfield. He had a man open, and it was 15 Mike Eisenhart again, but he overthrew him. We're going to take another look at that. Eisenhart was open in the zone coverage by Watchung Hills, but the pass was just too high. There you see the play action fake to Tom Zach. And you see that Eisenhart was open, a bit of a zone coverage, a 3-deep zone by Watchung Hills.
I think it's just a matter of North Hunterdon getting their game down and taking it to Watchung Hills. Once they get it down, they're not going. Watchung Hills is not going to be able to get away with any kind of loose coverage like that.
So, on 4th down, Eric Tomzak will be doing the punting here for North Hunterdon. Gets off a pretty nice punt. Picked up by number 22, Greg Campestri, and he's got some room to the outside. Good key block there, and he could go. And he's run out of bounds by number 45, Tom Molesky. But not before Greg Campestri makes a heck of a run, getting out to the right sideline.
We got to get a look at who made that block, because that was the key in springing him for that. He got about an extra 20 yards on that.
Campestri starts all the way on the left sideline, makes it to his right sideline, and he is off to the races. Here you see the big block is Greg Mobus.
And we talked about him before. He's going to be there. He's going to be somebody that North Hunterdon has got to watch out for. That time, he just came out of nowhere to clobber that. That was a perfect tackle.
I wonder if whoever was on the receiving end of that block got the license plate of that truck that just hit him. We were told to look for Mobus early on, but you don't have to look for a kid that blocks like that. We'll see if Brian Ronaldo can get something going here for Watchung Hills. He's give us up the middle. But once again, nothing there. That front 4 of North Hunterdon is there and tall to the task.
Well, let's see if they try and shoot something out to the outside, see if they can get around these guys, because it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. It just doesn't look like it at all.
Excuse me. Number 55, Rick Chanson on the tackle there for North Hunterdon. That'll bring up a 2nd and about 8 situation for Watchung Hills. First time Watchung Hills has been on North Hunterdon territory.
Got a timeout on Hunterdon.
With 1:24 to go here in the first quarter, it's a 2nd and 8 situation. You got to think, good things are going to happen for this Watchung Hills ball club if they can get guys like Greg Campestri, the football, and get him out on the sidelines. He starts on the left side and makes it all the way down the right sideline, gets some key blocks, and all of a sudden Watchung Hills is in good position.
Well, if they can get some points out of this, it'd be great for them, because, I mean, like we said before, the game last year was only 6-0. Only one score decided it. If it comes out to something like this again, you gotta get your points when you get into the zone. They got about 20 more yards to go before they get in a good scoring distance. But, I mean, you got to take advantage of your opportunities while you got them. And I think Watchung Hills has got to realize that they're not going to get a run back like that on every attempt.
Well, this is a game of, when these kind of teams meet up, these two smaller teams with big play guys, it's going to be big plays that are going to win this football game. And the team that makes the most big plays is usually the team that ends up winning. Guys like Tom Zach and Andre Tompkins going up against each other, those are the guys you're going to count on for big plays. But just then, it was great campestry that makes the big return. So now on 2nd and 8, Brian Ronaldo brings the Watchung Hills Warrior up to the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal motion.
Flags on the field.
I believe it was number 24, Dan Schneider, who started in motion from a slot back position. Let's see what the call is.
See, they can't afford to make mistakes like this if they're in North Hunterdon territory like this. I mean, they've had a tough enough time running the ball as it is. I don't think they can.
5-yard penalty against the Warriors.
That's going to put them in a 2nd and 12, maybe a 2nd and 13 situation.
Watch ahead of you, Richard. Watch you don't step on anything, okay?
Ball at the far right hash mark. There you get a good look at number 3, Matt Hargrove. So on 2nd and about 12, maybe 13. Ronaldo to give left side, trying to go inside the tackle.
Campestry on the carry, Bennington on the tackle.
Greg Campestry. Looks like he may
No
have
gain on the play.
picked up a yard. No, I guess we're going to call that no gain, so that's going to be
And about 12.
3rd and 12 situation.
See, I believe that they have to go to Ronaldo because this is just not. I mean, the running game is. They've tried 3 drives and nothing on the running game. It's. See if they can set something up with a pass here because they can't afford to miss this opportunity. It's too good.
So both teams stalled at about the 43-yard line of North Hunterdon. On 3rd and 12, Ronaldo is back to pass, but he's got people all over him. And he is just met by a slew of tacklers led by number 75, Nancy. We're going to take another look at that. Ronaldo faded back to pass and had nothing but green jerseys in his face.
They had 3 guys on the left-hand side that just came through with reckless abandon. It wasn't necessarily bad blocking, it was just pure hard dedication by North Hunterdon to get back there.
Once again, Rob Perdue, John Latino, and number 75, Dan Szymanski were right in Brian Ronaldo's face. He had nowhere to turn. No, he didn't even get a chance to look at his receivers. If you got to figure North Hunterdon's going to beat Watchung Hills at the line of scrimmage like that they're going to win this football game. So at the end of 1 quarter, we're a scoreless tie here between North Hunterdon Lions and the Watchung Hills Warrior. Watching C-Tech Sports. We'll be right back with the 2nd quarter.
Hey, think you know TV? Take this test. What's in 2 out of every 3 homes? What do Americans watch 70% more of than just 6 years ago? What are advertisers turning to in record numbers? If you said cable TV, smart choice. From Main Street to Madison Avenue, America's sold on cable.
Okay, welcome back to the C-Tech Sports Game of the Week. I'm Kurt Appleby along with Earl Camber, and in case you just missed it, it's North Hunterdon 0, Watchung Hills 0, just starting the 2nd quarter. Brian Ronaldo, the Watchung Hills punter, just punted a beautiful kick that got a nice roll, pinning North Hunterdon back to their own 14-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the North Hunterdon Lions.
Well, the special teams come through again for Watchung Hills because the run back was a key play in the 1st quarter, and they start off with this punt.
And there's a pitch wide. It's going to be Eric Tomzak, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. He may have picked up a yard or 2.
Well, this from the opening quarter, it looks like this is definitely going to be a grind-out game. It looks like it's going to be one, like I said, on the line of scrimmage.
Play, 2nd and 7.
We'll
bring up second and 7. Tomzak picks up 3 on the play. From the 17-yard line of North Hunterdon. That was a good point made about special teams because Watchung Hills has come up really big on special teams, both situations. Give is to Jerry DePietro. DePietro picks up a few before he's met by a host of Watchung Hills tacklers.
He had a pretty good, that was a pretty good hole in. He hit it fast. He made a good, made the most of that run.
Now they're going to give it a first down. That'll keep the sticks moving for the North Hunterdon Lions. That was a good hole for DePietro to cut right through, and he picks up about 8 on the play to get the first down.
Yeah, he read that right away. He was heading there all the way, so it's another example of great blocking on the line by North Hunterdon.
A little confusion at the line of scrimmage as quarterback number 17, Dan Tegeter, gets everything straightened out. He's back to pass. Got a lot of time, and he's got a receiver open, number 24, Bryce Purcell. And that should keep the sticks moving. That's going to be another first down, or it's going to be darn close. And that will be a first down. We'll take another look at that. Dan Tegeter had a lot of time on that pass, Earl.
Well, we'll see here. He checked off and he went over to the right side and looked like Watchung Hills has got a little bit of trouble getting out to that ball. A little bit of slow reaction, but maybe North Hunterdon's going to try and go outside now and abandon the grind out game.
It looks like a little screen set up for Tomzak. Worked beautifully by Tegeter, and Tomzak's got a lot of room with a good fake there. And there's a key block, and he's going to get down well inside the Watchung Hills area there. That's going to be about to the 40-yard line of Watchung Hills.
Excellent poise here by Tegeter. There was a man coming right at him, and he still held his ground, and he hit Tomzak. There he go. Oh, that was
perfect screen there. As you see, Tomzak makes a good cut there and gets a key block right there by number 3, Matt Hargrove.
He made a great cut to leave Levens right behind him. It was a super play by both Tegeter and Tomzak.
Give this to DePietro. He's going to pick up about a yard, or maybe we'll call it 2, make it 2nd and 8 from the 38 of Watchung Hills. That's a good point you made. Tegeter just read that screen perfect. Let the rush get right in his face and then popped it over their head, and then it was Tomzak from there.
A little bit more, oh, there's a future kicker there. Oh, wait, I think these guys got the game mixed up. I think they're, this is not soccer, it's
I think
American football here.
Garo Yepremian and Jan Stenerud. 2nd and about 8. Tegeter with the give to Tomzak. He's met in the backfield, but he breaks a couple of tackles. Tackle made by Greg Mobus, but not before Tomzak picks up about 6 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. We'll take another look at that.
Yeah, I think Mobus, that's his one advantage is the size. He can compete a little bit with these North Hunterdon guys, because Tomzak bowled through a couple of Watchung Hills their arms. He just went through a couple guys that just slid right off of him.
You've seen a couple of real good blocks tonight. One by Greg Mobus and one by Matt Hargrove back on that screen.
A little bit of. See, Watchung Hills. Another bad time for a penalty because North Hunterdon's starting to put together a really good drive, and Watchung Hills, what they really need to do now is get focused and just keep their concentration.
That's a tough call for Watchung Hills. Offsides call on 3rd and 2. You never want to see something like that if you're a coach. There was a chance that he was drawn offsides, but the long snap count by Tegeter, I'm sure that was deliberate in order to get that offsides. Give is to DePietro, and he carries about 4 tacklers for about a gain of about 5.
Stop by Hunterdon. And about 4 on the play.
Looks like Tegeter's worn out a little bit of his early unsteadiness. It looks like he's really getting into the game right now. Looks like he's ready to take them in.
It seems like that the nervousness that North Hunterdon showed in the first drive seems to be gone. That little anxious, maybe trying to do too much. This time it's Tegeter's going to keep it himself, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4 situation.
Tegeter will do that on occasion. I mean, he's big enough to be able to handle the ball and go into the line like that.
I'm sure the way Tomczak's been carrying the ball that Watchung Hills is going to have to do something to get people outside on him on those option plays. And that's the first time we've seen Tegeter decide to hold on to the ball. And he picked up about 3 yards. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 3, we'll call it. Give this to DePietro. He should have the first down. See if they call for a measurement, they're going to call it a first down.
Well, this is key because this is the deepest that either team has gotten so far in the game. And like as said before, it's going to be a low-scoring game as it appears. So when you're in here, you got to come away with something.
Well, North Hunterdon's doing exactly what they want to do. They're winning the ball game at the line of scrimmage, so they're controlling the ball and controlling the clock as well. We have about 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and Tegeter's going to use a timeout. I believe it's the second timeout at North Hunterdon. But one thing you got to like about this North Hunterdon team is DePietro, the fullback, complements Tomczak, the halfback, very well. DePietro seems to be the inside guy, Tomczak the outside guy, but he really does a good job picking up those tough yards.
Well, one thing that you're noticing now, but not so much in the first part of the game because it looked like they were clearing out a little bit of the cobwebs, but the experience of North Hunterdon is starting to come through now because they're relaxed and it just looks like they're ready to do the job and they know what they have to do and they're going to do it now.
Well, they're doing the job. You know, they're controlling the line of scrimmage on both ends of the ball, and they're doing exactly what they want to do. They want to grind out the clock and keep the ball in their possession, and they have the lines. They have the offensive line to do it. They just give to Tomczak and give to DePietro, and the holes just seem to be there.
It's going to be interesting to see how long Watchung Hills can hold up against the pressure on both sides of the ball that's coming from North Hunterdon to see if their younger players can withstand.
So on 1st and 10 from about the 27-yard line, we'll call it. And Tegeter is back to pass again. He's got a receiver open in the end zone. It's Matt Hargrove, and he's going to be out of the end zone. That pass is just long.
Well covered that time by Jason Clark. I'm sure you'll see that. Jason Clark's a guy that's around the ball a lot.
Well, you know, Matt Hargrove was open for just a split second, but that's a tough pass for Tegeter to throw from the right side of the field all the way back across. And you can see Hargrove was just open for a second, and it was overthrown.
Well, Jason Clark is one of the seniors on Watchung Hills, and he's probably been in clutch situations before, and I'm sure he knows exactly what he's got to do to take on North Hunterdon. It's just what we have to see from the younger players tonight.
So in a 2nd and 10 situation, and the give is to Tomczak. He's got some holes in the middle, and he's going to pick up close to a first down. So he stopped at about the 10-yard line. It's tough to bear with me on these yard line calls. They're not marked here at North Hunterdon, so it's tough to tell. You have to measure them each out on your head.
Well, from judging from what North Hunterdon's been doing with the last couple of plays, doesn't look like. I think they're just going to go straight for the heart of this Watchung Hills team here. Watch DePietro. He might be taking this one right up the middle.
So on 3rd and 2, the good call. It is to DePietro, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. And among the tacklers in there is number 13, Brian Ronaldo.
He was met by a gang. Watchung Hills mustered up for that play.
Number 51, Dan Paulson on the hit there, and he is the one who stood up DePietro. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 2 situation. That's the first time that North Hunterdon has really been met at the line of scrimmage, and Watchung Hills has really held their own. Watchung Hills up the gut plays.
Watchung Hills really, they probably read that from the get-go, and they had at least six guys at the line waiting for them.
So that's going to set up about a 27-yard field goal attempt for Matt Hargrove.
If they can put some points here, it'd be great.
Good snap. The kick is away, and it is good. That ball's good for 37 yards. Hargrove does a good job. He's just a little guy. He's 5'9", 155 pounds, but so far in this ball game, we've seen him throw an outstanding block on a screen pass, and now seen him boot a 27-yard field goal.
Well, Watchung Hills really brought it together, but just a little bit too late there, and North Hunterdon did get away with some points, but it could have been a lot worse. So, sure, Watchung Hills is glad to get away with 3 points.
Pretty impressive drive by the North Hunterdon team there. They used a couple of different guys. DePietro, the fullback, and of course Tomczak, the halfback. But you got to call the big play of that drive, the screen pass. Integrity just dropped back, waited for the rush to come in, and popped it over their head, and then Tomczak was off to the races. And he got a big key block from that man right there, number 3, Matt Hargrove. And all of a sudden, North Hunterdon's on the board 3-0. Now an outstanding drive right there.
Well, I'm sure Watchung Hills is going to be hoping for a little bit more of the defense that we saw in that last play, because they let North Hunterdon march down the field like that on the next couple of drives. I don't think North Hunterdon's going to let them get away with just a field goal. They're going to be going for the 6.
Hargrove kicking to Greg Campestri or Andre Tompkins. It's going to be Campestri. And he's going to go to the left side, and he's got some room. And there's some laundry on the play.
Well, again, Watchung Hills special teams comes through. I just hope that the flag isn't going to negate this, because it's so far the special teams has been the only real bright spot for Watchung Hills so far.
Well, the call is a clip against Watchung Hills. So that'll back them up even farther. They'll be starting out at about, let's see where they'll mark that. Inside the 20-yard line, looks like it's going to be about the 19-yard line. Excuse me, about the 9-yard. No, mark that again. That 14-yard line.
Kurt, did you remember to bring your contacts with you today?
No, I didn't bring my brain.
Oh, okay. They've got Tompkins in the game right now, so maybe we'll see a little bit of a matchup. He looks like they've got him in the backfield here. See if they send him outside.
So 1st and 10 from the 14 for Watchung Hills. Brian Ronaldo over center. He's going to go up the gut with this. Interesting call on 1st down. He picks up a couple of yards. Normally a short yardage situation, they go on in a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
And so pick up a 4 by Ronaldo, bring up a 2nd and 6 situation from about the 18-yard line.
Well, I hope they're not planning that they keep testing the North Hunterdon line, because, I don't know, it just doesn't look like it's going to happen there. I'd personally like to see if they can set something up with the passing game.
So on 2nd and 6, the pitch is to Andre Tompkins. He's met by DePietro, number 15, Mike Eisenhart.
Tompkins on the carry for the
I think you get
Warriors.
to see a little bit of Tompkins, what they like about him. He hits the hole fast, and he's got a couple moves inside, so
Short gain on the play,
maybe that might be the move to
4.
take. See if he can wear down North Hunterdon.
So on that pickup, a 2 by Tompkins will bring up a 3rd and 4 situation. You're right about that. You know, the one thing to counter size in football is speed. Tompkins has got it.
And they're going to keep him in there, so let's watch him here. We got a couple wideouts here.
Back split behind Ronaldo. That's Tompkins in the up position and Campestri in the down position. And it's going to be a little screen, and it's snuffed out quickly by number 24, Bryce Purcell.
That's an extremely, that was a dangerous play from Ronaldo, because there's somebody coming right down on him. That ball could have picked off and taken him for a touchdown, because that was just too close to call there.
So was
You get a reminder that the
Because you
slow
get that ball in there with some
official
zip when
time.
you're throwing to the outside like that, because you can't just lay that out there, because there's always about 2 guys that are going to love to have that ball and do the dance.
So the short yardage situation, they pick up the 1st down as Brian Ronaldo goes to Ken Hopful. It was snuffed out by Bryce Purcell, but it was enough for the 1st down. So on 1st down, backs to the right of Ronaldo. He's looking again downfield, and he is hit hard by number 76, Rob Purdue, who has been in Ronaldo's face all day. We're going to take another look at that. He was crunched. He was trying to get the ball downfield to number 16, Jason Clark.
Well, they're trying to get the ball to the outside, see if they can do something there, but boy.
Chicken Man, he's called up here in the press box, Rob Purdue. I'm sure he's been hearing that his whole life. So the Chicken Man hammers Ronaldo.
You could say he pecks away at Ronaldo.
That was no peck. So on 2nd and 10, there's a little reverse, and it's inside. The give was to Tompkins originally, and I think he handed to Jason Clark.
Had everyone fooled on that play.
I believe that was Tom Chamarko, that got the give. And he picked up about 5 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Nice little razzle-dazzle there. The give inside to Tompkins, who gave it right back to Chamarko. Chamarko, like you said, scored the only touchdown in last year's game between these two teams, and it was a defensive touchdown. Black split behind Ronaldo. It's Tompkins and Campestri again. Man in motion. The give is to Tompkins. Looks like there may have been a fumble on the play. There is, and looks like it was picked up by number 1, Andre Tompkins. Picks up his own fumble.
He just went through there, and he just.
It'll bring up a 4th down and about 1.
That might have been. That might have been Kikase that got that ball. I think Tompkins was the lead blocker on that play.
Well, Tompkins alertly jumped on that fumble, and it was a nice pickup, so that's going to bring up a 4th and about 2 yards.
Ronaldo to punt for the Lions.
Ronaldo is in the punt now. He punted a beauty last time. Bryce Purcell back, and there's flags all over.
Flags on the field.
We'll see what that call is. Ronaldo was back to punt. He received a snap, but that immediately the official blew the play dead. We'll see what the call is. So got a legal motion against North Hunterdon.
5 yards procedure penalty against the Warriors.
So that illegal procedure will bring it back to 4th
That'll bring up 4th and 6.
Again, the
ball on the 29-yard line.
Watchung Hills, in their disadvantage, cannot afford to make penalties like this. Especially when you're punting from your side of the field.
So Ronaldo back to punt. He kicked the beauty last time. Pressure was on, and he gets away. A nice kick again. Bryce Purcell's going to let that one bounce, and it takes a bit of a neutral hop where it's down by number 16, Jason Clark. As you said, always around the football.
It was a bit scary right there for a couple of seconds. It looked like North Hunterdon was going to get a handle on it, but got it out just in time.
Brian Ronaldo did a great job keeping his composure to get that kick away. A lot of guys might have panicked with people in his face like that, but he got away a pretty nice kick.
Yeah, with Ronaldo and the North Hunterdon quarterback, Tedgar, I mean, you're going to see some great plays from them.
So on 1st and 10, Tedgar is back to pass. He's got some time now. He's got the pressure on. They throw that little screen again, and it's to Petro this time to the other side, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Once again, they run that little screen, this time to the right side of the Petro.
See, it's good when you have a guy back there that isn't afraid of the pressure like that. He knows when to hold on to the ball and when to let it go. And it's nice to have a guy like Petro that can take a couple hits and get you a couple extra yards.
Well, both the quarterbacks in this game, Ronaldo and Tedgar, both seniors, so they both have seen this before. This time the give is to Tomczak, and he's got some room, and he's got a 1st down. That's going to put him about a yard from the 1st down marker.
Excellent execution on that drive. They had Watchung Hills completely fooled on that. They were coming up.
14 seconds left from the 45. North Hunterdon's going to try and get a couple plays off. He's got a receiver open over the middle, and that's Matt Lehman. But we'll take another look at that as the hurry-up offense is in effect for the North Hunterdon Lions.
I believe that was Lehman's first catch of the game. It was a big one, too. Yep.
Big pass, wide open Lehman. Now taking her back to pass on with 4 seconds left. That was away, almost picked off by Brian Ronaldo, but that'll be the half. And the half that ends much like the game was last year. North Hunterdon 3, Watchung Hills 0. You're watching C-Tech Sports. I'm Kurt Appleby with Earl Cameron. We'll be back for the second half.
Hey, think you know TV? Take this test. What's in 2 out of every 3 homes? What do Americans watch 70% more of than just 6 years ago? What are advertisers turning to in record numbers? If you said cable TV, smart choice. From Main Street to Madison Avenue, America's sold on cable.
Many have witnessed its awesome power. It is a strategic device of immense importance. It can bring into range an entire nation, a single neighborhood, or any segment of the populace. And most remarkable of all, it's growing even stronger as advertisers and viewers use it in record numbers. From Main Street to Madison Avenue, America's sold on cable.
Okay, welcome back to the C-Tech Cable Sports Game of the Week. I'm Kurt Appleby along with Earl Camburn. We're here at North Hunterdon High School, where North Hunterdon has a 3-0 halftime lead. They'll be receiving the ball. Watchung Hills will be doing the kicking off. For North Hunterdon, we have some statistics. Eric Tomzak, 8 carries for 39 yards. Jerry DePietro, 5 carries for 18 yards. The quarterback from North Hunterdon, Dan Tegeter, 6 for 11 for 85 yards passing. North Hunterdon had 9 first downs in the first half, as opposed to 2 for Watchung Hills. On the Watchung Hills side of the ball, Brian Ronaldo, the quarterback, was 2 of 5 with 1 interception. He had 8 yards passing. And Watchung Hills had a very low 13 yards total rushing. So that's a total of 21 yards of total offense. That's a number that's going to have to come up if they're going to be successful here in the second half, but they are still in the ball game. As you see North Hunterdon warming up there. Loosening up here for the second half. They will receive the kickoff.
Well, hopefully this half we're going to see Watchung Hills trying to go a little bit more to the outside, try and get some of the speed that they have with Tompkins, get that rolling, because Hunterdon really looks strong and looks like their experience is showing. I mean, it's a close game, but really North Hunterdon has pretty much dominated the front lines. It's lucky for Watchung Hills that they're only down 3-0. But you can never tell, because look at last year. It ended with a surprise play with the interception return. And hopefully we'll see an exciting game like that in the second half.
Well, if you're a Smash Mouth football purist, then this is your ball game. 3-0 North Hunterdon holds the halftime lead. But if you like action and adventure, then my friend, you should put on MacGyver, because this is a between the tackles football game. This is the kind of ball game that you would see at Soldier Field in the 1940s.
Well, Kurt, you know that I love mouth smashing as much as the next guy, but I would love to see a little bit of razzle-dazzle here, because I think the crowd's ready for it. This crowd has, from the time we walked in the door, there was nothing but adrenaline and excitement pouring out. Throughout, as soon as we came off the exit, off of 295, I felt the electricity. And I know you did too, because I think it was something that we felt together.
I think that was the carbon monoxide from my car. But anyway, if Smash Mouth is what you like, then you're going to get it, young man. And we're just about ready for the kickoff. The captains are going out to meet at center of the field, the 50-yard line. There you see Dan Tegeter, the quarterback for North Hunterdon, warming up.
Well, I just hope that we could see a little bit of what Tompkins can put on the field. Hopefully, they're going to use him, and because I think North Hunterdon senses that they can win this game pretty easily if they put some.
Holy smokes! Who are those two good-looking guys? Hey, it's Harry Carey, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, are we supposed to sing? What was that? Take me out to the ball game right now. Okay, ready?
Hey,
wait, I'm sorry.
And we'll get ready for the kickoff here. I believe Bryce Purcell's number 24 will be going back to the sneak for North Hunterdon when they finally go out.
Whoa, there's a guy who's just dying for some. He's looking for the flea flicker, I can tell.
Football action. Okay. Doing the kicking for Watchung Hills is going to be number 25, Brian Godici. My apologies to you, Brian. Go back to receive the kick for North Hunterdon. Will be number 3, Matt Hargrove will be the deep man. And he'll be joined back there by number 33, Eric Tomczak. Again, Tomczak with 39 yards rushing in the first half, but the big play in that first half was the screen to Tomczak that Tegeter threw. Had the Watchung Hills interior lineman fighting the whole way, and then, ironically enough, it was Matt Hargrove that threw the block that freed up Tomczak for that big play. Godici will be kicking off.
Tomczak and Hargrove deep for the Lions.
And it's going to be Tomczak. He's got a host of blockers in front of him. He's about to get to the outside. He's got some room, but he is brought down. And we'll take another look at that. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 37-yard line. Good return there by Tomczak.
Well, we're seeing some good special teams by North Hunterdon here as Watchung Hills did a good job in the first half. So hopefully this is not going to be a game decided by the special teams. They're hoping to see some offensive dynamics here from both quarterbacks.
DePietri and Tomczak behind the I formation. Then the give is to Tomczak, and he's got himself a first down as he drags tacklers. Finally brought down by number 16, Jason Clark. And he was helped out by number 32, Anthony Case.
Well, Tomczak is just another example of how North Hunterdon is going to go about this second half. They're going to try and grind it out. The smash mouth game, and if that is the way they're going to go, then hopefully Watchung Hills can counteract with some of the speed that they're known for.
And the give is to DePietro, and he finds nothing there as the Watchung Hills defensive line shuts them down. Number 32, Kakase in there on the hit again, along with number 70. Brian Batiste. That was number 77, Greg Mobus. That's my fault. There's a delay there. It'll make up a 2nd and 10 situation. Taking it with an I formation behind him is DePietro and number 33, Tomczak. And Tegeter's back to pass. He has some time, but throws out of bounds. He's looking for number 4, Matt Lehman.
Number 4, Matt Lehman, is incomplete.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 situation as Tegeter's pass overthrows Lehman. Once again, they'll line up in the I formation, DePietro and Tomczak. That's going to line up in the backfield all night here for North Hunterdon Lions. Once again, Tegeter back to pass. He's got a man downfield, and it's Lehman again, and he's got a first down. And we're going to get another look at that. The Watchung Hills defensive backs are a little slow coming out of the zone as Lehman comes out, walking a little Jimmy back to the huddle. Tegeter once again with a lot of time. Goes downfield and finds Lehman, and it's a first down for North Hunterdon. That will be number 11 in the ball game.
Well, looks like North Hunterdon isn't going to play around here. Looks like they want to get right down the field as soon as possible. It just looks like they're not going to
the give is up the middle to Tomzak. He's going to pick up about 5.
Tomzak going to carry to the line.
Decent hard-nosed running there.
Decent hard nose.
I don't know what that.
A fine young fellow taking the ball up the middle. Kind to his mother. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 situation. They're going to call it 2nd and 7. What the heck game am I watching? So once again, the I formation behind Tegeter. And the pitch is to the left to Tomzak, and he's got a little bit of running room if he can get to the outside, and he could go all the way. He's pushed out of bounds by number 45, Rick Reffler.
Got some great blocking on that play. He had that whole left side all to his own there for a little while.
Tomzak shows a little bit of game-breaking speed there as Rick Reffler gets to the outside and makes a touchdown-saving tackle by pushing him out of bounds. That could loom very large, that play by Rick Reffler, if they're able to stop, if the Watchung Hills Warriors are able to stop North Hunterdon here. But right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. Now they got 2 wideouts wide right for Tegeter. And the give is to the Peacher up the middle, and he just seems to carry a crowd with him everywhere he goes.
Watchung Hills has got to wake up because it looks like North Hunterdon's getting ready to go in.
Ball spot on the 11-yard line.
So that'll bring up, 2nd and 4 at the 11. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. North Hunterdon trying to add to their 3-0 lead. So on 2nd and 4, Tegeter's back to pass again. He's looking for Bryce Purcell. It was just wide. That's a tough pass to throw. He's throwing from the left hash mark, trying to go to the wide side right. And the pass was just out of the reach of Purcell. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 4 from the 11 for the North Hunterdon Lions. Big down here for Watchung Hills.
Not much time there. Now, if Watchung Hills can get some pursuit like that, I mean, we're not going to. It's going to be, that's what they have to do. That's the kind of play that they're going to have to make when it comes down like this. Because otherwise, North Hunterdon is going to just
march into the end zone. Chris Vitola, number 84, put the pressure on the quarterback, Tegeter. So now on a big 3rd and 4 here for Watchung Hills, trying to stop him. We got a little bit of motion, and I think it was on the right guard for North Hunterdon. I believe that's number 68, Terry Hudnett.
And have they given it? What was the signal there?
And we have a legal procedure against the right guard. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Big break there for the Watchung Hills Warriors.
Come on, Curry!
Once again, he's back to pass, and he's got number 15, Mike Eisenhart, and that's going to be good for a 1st down. Great pass there by the quarterback, Tegeter. He had Eisenhart, a big catch by Eisenhart, and that's going to be a 1st down. That's a real backbreaker for Watchung Hills.
He was kind of had a lot of room to throw it in. Right? There was not really anybody in front of him to try and make a play on that ball.
So that'll bring a 1st and goal situation from about the 3-yard line. And the pitch is to Tomzak, and he's going wide left, and he looks like he's going to be shut down. No, second effort, he's in. Touchdown, North Hunterdon. Great second effort by Tomzak with a lead block by Bryce Purcell. And Tomzak shows an outstanding second effort to go in there. You see the pitch wide right. Good coverage there.
You know it wasn't going to be long before North Hunterdon was going to go and try and strike hard because Watchung Hills just isn't physical enough or able to deal with them.
Well, that was a good play by the safety. We'll take another look at that. Good play by the safety, Brian Ronaldo, to come up and try and snuff that out. Just misses on the tackle, but a great second effort cutback by number 33, Eric Tomzak, to go in for today's 1st touchdown. Now, Matt Hargrove will attempt to put the finishing touches on, and it is good. Outstanding kicker, Matt Hargrove, opens up the North Hunterdon lead to 10-0. Once again, there's the man of the hour. Right there, Eric Tomczak had an outstanding second effort.
The backfield, they were predicted to have the main impact in this game, and we just saw it right there.
We'll take another look at that. The extra point there by Matt Hargrove. No, we will not take an extra point.
But we will take a look at the excitement that's going on right now in the crowd.
There you see our score here in the third quarter. We got 8:08 left. An outstanding drive once again by North Hunterdon, capped off by the 3-yard touchdown run by Eric Tomczak. Matt Hargrove will kick off. Watchung Hills is going to have to rebound with a big drive here. But I tell you, the key play on that drive has to be the 3rd and 9 pass Tegeter throws to Michael Eisenhart. Mike Eisenhart makes an outstanding catch on a pass up high. But let's give Tegeter a little bit of credit for even working that ball in there. A big 3rd and 9 coming off that illegal procedure call. Big play for North Hunterdon.
Well, Watchung Hills, they're down 10-0, which wouldn't seem like a lot, but the way the North Hunterdon stopped their running game tonight, I mean, they had under 20 yards rushing in the first half, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it done on the ground. They have to go and try and do something in the air.
And Andre Tompkins is going to have to down that ball as it takes a tough bounce for him. A little bit of a knuckleball kicked off by Matt Hargrove. And a touchback. So Watchung Hills will start at their own 20. That was a good point, though. Watchung Hills may have to go to the air. They only had 13 yards rushing in the first down. Brian Rinaldi, the quarterback, was 2 for 5, however, for 8 yards.
6, 7, 9. It's worth $232.
Talking things over with Dan Tegeter, the quarterback, who orchestrated that nice drive there for North Hunterdon. And Ronaldo has trouble with the pitch, but it's broken play there. Number 34, Tom Tamarco, comes up with a big play there. He's going to pick up about 7 yards.
7 on the play, will bring up 2nd and 3.
So broken play there. Had Tamarco not fallen down, he might have gotten a couple extra yards. He's taken down touchdown there by Eric Tomczak. So that'll bring up a 2nd and about 3, maybe 4. 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Watchung Hills trying to put the ball, some points on the board for the first time this evening. And the give is to number 25, Brian Goldici. And Goldici picks up about a yard, maybe 2. Coming up 3rd and about a yard and a half. So they come out quick and give it to a couple of slot backs. And they pick up about 8.5 yards. So a big 3rd and 1 here for Watchung Hills, which only had 2 first-half first downs. The give is up the middle. We'll see who the give was to this. Pastry's on the carry, and he's going to be short of the first down. We'll see what Watchung Hills chooses to do here. There is time left on the clock.
Beat the Warriors! Beat the Warriors!
To be able to
And there's your punt by Rinaldi, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 40-yard line for North Hunterdon.
About the 41-yard line. Line takes over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 as Dan Tegeter brings the North Hunterdon Lions back onto the field. He Goes over things, and now he's going to have the same backfield. DePietro and Tomczak behind him. Eisenhart wide left, and Bryce Purcell wide right for Tegeter. On first down, the give is to Tomczak, but he is met by a host of tacklers led by Brian Rinaldo, who's stuffed back inside by Anthony Cacase. Force him back into the arms of Rinaldo, and that's going to gain up maybe a yard.
But Watchung Hills, that's the way they got to play, because they can't let North Hunterdon get anything more, because anything more is going to put them out of reach.
Right there, every first down is going to be important for this North Hunterdon squad. So on second, and we're going to call it 10. Tegeter is back to pass again. Rolls to his right, he's got trouble, and he throws it away wisely, looking for DePietro.
Looked like he had Purcell there on the left-hand side, and he missed him. It looked like he just got a little bit sidetracked. It looked like he was looking all the way to the right side, and nothing was happening, so threw it away.
Greg Mobus did a good job of forcing Tegeter out to that right side. Like you said, he may have had Purcell on the left side. But I think that play was designed to go right, and he had DePietro for just a second, but he wisely forced to throw that ball away. So that'll bring up a big 3rd and 10 here for Watchung Hills. A big stop here at the 41-yard line could put them in decent field position compared to what they've had earlier in this ball game. 3rd and 10, back split behind Tegeter. Got some time, he throws over the middle, and he's got a receiver. It's Bryce Purcell, and he's got the first down. Dan Tegeter has come up with another big 3rd down play.
Well, he saw Purcell that time, and looks like they are trying to put Watchung Hills behind by another 7 points here. So let's see. Looks like Tegeter, he held it. Good protection. Good. He had all the time in the world to find him.
That's a good point. You say what you want about Dan Tegeter, and he is having an outstanding ball game, especially completing these last 2 3rd down passes. But he has got outstanding protection by those guys up front. And nowhere to go. A little bit of a broken play, and it is snuffed out quickly. Tegeter's thrown down for a loss of about 5.
Once again, we display the Kurt Appleby kiss of death.
Mike Bobrowski makes a great play there to snuff out that.
Yes, Kurt.
Broken play there. You see Tegeter go down. He looked like he did not know, well, somebody did, had some mixed signals there, and Tegeter has no choice but to try and make something out of nothing, but Mike Bobrowski snuffs it out. I don't know what that kiss of death stuff meant.
Whoa.
DePietro's got a hole up the middle, and he might have had a touchdown. But an outstanding tackle by Brian Rinaldo.
Don't say anything good about the North Hunterdon running game right now, or that'll probably dry up too.
DePietro takes it right up the gut, a huge hole. Brian Rinaldo makes a nice tackle. But DePietro's down. It looks like it's his knee.
No hesitation on that play. He knew where he was going, and they had the opening for him, so. I just hope that.
How can I hope that DePietro's okay? He's having an outstanding ball game. He looks like he just had a little bit of trouble there.
Just his right leg there. It looks like they're just trying to work a kink out of his.
Okay, while we got a break in the action here, we'll take a look at the CTech Sports High School Game of the Week schedule. After this ball game, we'll be back on October 1st for Notre Dame at Hunterdon Central, followed by Hillsborough against these same Watchung Hills Warriors on October 8th. The following night is North Hunterdon against Franklin High School, and then it'll be Franklin against Hunterdon Central. For these two teams, we'll see North Hunterdon again on October 29th against Hunterdon Central. The Battle of the Hunterdons, as Tim Kafer likes to call it. And
Tim was never a very funny man.
No, nor good looking. Then they'll be back on November 5th against Somerville. That'll be the North Hunterdon squad. So I guess the only time again we'll see Watchung Hills will be against Mark Stout's Hillsborough squad, and that's October 8th.
I was still working on the field. Not everybody's concerned, but wait, hold on.
God, one of our cameramen is being attacked.
Was that Chris Cross?
Some kind of weird psychedelic dancing that the kids are doing. I hope that maybe it's just a cramp in the knee trail. They've been out there for quite a while, though. It seems like they're working on his calf. He doesn't appear to be in much pain. Maybe it's just like cramp. The way things are going for this North Hunterdon squad, though, their offense looks running like a well-oiled machine.
All right, well, here we go.
He's going to take a breather.
There we
looks
go.
like he's okay. It's a healthy round of applause from the crowd. A near capacity crowd here at North Hunterdon High School.
What is the actual capacity?
I think 74,000, but with standing room, you got to be up there 77, 78,000. So Dan Tegeter goes up from the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and about 4, and we got some motion, and it could be encroachment because there was a push there, and number 60, Ryan Gable, got shoved to the ground. Mike Bobrowski seems to be somebody jumped.
He's eager to make a difference in this game. Unfortunately, just got to wait till the ball is snapped. But
against number 60, Ryan Gable.
They'll bring up a third and about 9.
That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Maybe my math is wrong. I thought that was 2nd and 9. Well, this would bring up 2nd and 9. And Gable drew Mike Bobrowski offside, so that'll bring up, well, 2nd, 3rd. You could score it at home. Tegeter's back to pass again. He's got a receiver, and it's Bryce Purcell, but he's going to be short of the first down. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be a late hit, I believe.
See, that's the kind of thing you can't do when you're Watchung Hills. I mean, they're already dealing with the disadvantage of size and experience. And to make a play like that is just
and we'll take
totally
another
pointless.
look. Tegeter, once again, with a lot of time, had time to find Purcell. Obviously out of bounds, and the case came up and laid a pop on him, and that's going to cost him.
I think it's just frustration showing on the side of Watchung Hills. I think they're beginning to realize that there's kind of a mismatch here.
He's going to mark it off another 10 yards. At 15, that's going to put it at 1st and 10 at about the 15 of Watchung Hills. So this drive really could be a backbreaker by North Hunterdon. Dan Tegeter's really shown me something as a quarterback, but he has got outstanding protection, especially the way he looks off his 1st and 2nd receiver. He knows he has that protection, so if he's going downfield, he can look off his 1st receiver and go to number 2. He's back to pass again, and this time he's got Purcell, but he's in a little bit of trouble rolling right, and he chooses to throw it away. A wise call by Dan Tegeter.
Well, Purcell he was out there all by himself. It was like, he was Gilligan's Island. He was alone, he was deserted.
Well, then he got covered pretty quickly by Brian Ronaldo, who got over there in a hurry. Bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line, pulled out to 16.
If Tegeter can get some breakdowns and covers like that again, his mouth's got to be watering. He's going to be looking for another opening like that.
It is up the middle, and there's a fumble, and that could be the break Watchung Hills needs. And it's going to be Watchung Hills football.
Big break for Watchung, because it just looked like Tegeter was ready to bring that in there. We're gonna watch.
We'll take another look at that play, the fumble, and you see it was number 45 on the carry. That's Tom Molesky, who coughed the ball.
Got another guy down there.
And we can't get a number there, but we know it is someone from Watchung Hills.
Watchung will take over on their own 18-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Watchung Hills at their own 18-yard line. You see the North Hunterdon.
Again, a reminder that the rebroadcast of this game will be Thursday evening.
Who the heck is Bert Lahr is at the game tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Is there any radioactive testing in the area? I think some mutant giant lions running around here.
That gentleman's head is way too big for his body. God.
And speaking of guys whose heads are way too big for their body,
They'll know that we're watching MacGyver up here.
look at that. Oh, boy.
Phew. If you were going to be
Should've
mad at
taken a
somebody, I'd
couple
be
extra
mad
looks in
who gave you that haircut. And there you see the unidentified, well, once unidentified Watchung player is Rick Reffler, who made that touchdown-saving tackle earlier on Eric Tomczak. Speaking of bad haircuts.
Well, I don't think you want to say that in front of Rick.
Holy smokes.
He's only a sophomore, but Kurt, I believe you would even have a little bit of trouble with him. I realize you've been lifting lately, and you've been doing your aerobics and your jazzercise and all that, but I think Rick could probably take you in about a 12-round bout. Probably go the distance. Might be a draw, but I don't know. Rick just looks like he's got the reach on you. So I wouldn't be making too many comments about bad hair in front of Rick.
The second injury in a matter of about 5 minutes. We got 2:43 to go here in the third quarter. Once again, it's 10-0 North Hunterdon. And as I say, it appears on the screen. North Hunterdon 10, Watchung 0. Big backbreaker for what appeared was going to be a backbreaker. North Hunterdon drive that was going inside the 20. And once the ball popped out, Watchung Hills was advantageous and jumped on it, and now they have 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. So what appeared to be a drive that could have put this game on ice, Watchung Hills all of a sudden back in this ball game. You just got to hope that Rick Reffler's okay.
Hopefully this turnover and this stoppage will kind of like cool off North Hunterdon and get a little bit of the momentum swinging down Watchung Hills direction.
That's an excellent point. You know, a timeout like this can really hurt a team that's on a roll, which North Hunterdon was. Rick Reffler seems to be in a bit worse condition than DePietro was for North Hunterdon. There's an obviously concerned fan for the well-being of Rick Reffler. He was right there in the middle of the fumble ruckus.
Excellent word choice, by the way. Ruckus, one of my favorite words. Right up there with, it's another good word. Help me out here, Kurt.
Singly field. There's a good shot at the scoreboard. The Hockey Night in Canada shot.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, remember that the North Hunterdon Football Club is selling a coupon book. And by the snack shop for $8, there's over $200 worth of coupons.
Surrounded Reffler is number 71.
Can I get a touchdown, though?
Ashraf Taha, and number 31, Mark Ciraldi.
But not yet.
Okay, looks like he's gonna be getting up on his own. See?
Well, that's real good news. Rick Reffler is an important part of this team. He made a great tackle earlier in the ball game. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Number 25, Reffler.
They're quick to get, if a guy's in serious trouble, they're quick to get a stretcher out or an ambulance. But it seems like Rick Reffler's going to be okay. He might have just got the wind knocked out of him. Tough to tell from up here, but it looks like he's going to be okay. Keep our eye on whether or not Reffler comes back in this ball game as Brian Ronaldo stepped up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, back split to his right are Tompkins and back to pass. He's got a receiver open, but he throws it away. Ronaldo was a lot of pressure on him. Number 70, I believe it was John Latino and Rob Perdue. We'll take another look to see who the pressure was put on Ronaldo. Yeah, there's number 70, Latino and Perdue. He was looking for number 25, Brian Godici.
That's a shame because a play like that really could have got Watchung Hills back into the game. So it looked like that would have been a big gainer for him. It's just a shame that the offensive line couldn't hold up long enough.
Good news for North Hunterdon Lions. Jerry DePietro is back in the ballgame. Hopefully for Watchung Hills, Rick Reffler will return as well. Second down, and give is up the middle. I believe that is number 22. That's number 32, Anthony Case.
It seems like Watchung Hills is going to go to some of the plays and catch North Hunterdon off balance. Because they're really moving off the line, so maybe a draw or trap like that can catch them unaware.
It's a good point. You know, they've been in the backfield. Those front four for North Hunterdon have been in the Watchung Hills backfield all night. This is a big 3rd and 7 situation. Brian Ronaldo's hit on 2 of 6 passes, I believe, for 8 yards. So this is a big 3rd down situation here. They're stacked up off defensive line by North Hunterdon. Ronaldo's back to pass again, and he's in trouble. And he has put down a great defensive play. They were all over him. There's number 70, John Latino. John Latino makes an outstanding play to put the pressure on and just ate up Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo didn't really even have a chance to get rid of that ball. I mean, it would have been very advantageous if he could have like just dumped that off to avoid the loss. But again, North Hunterdon in the backfield and creating problems.
So this is a tough situation for Ronaldo. He'll be punting from his own end zone back to return the punt for North Hunterdon. Will be number 24, Bryce Purcell. This is a very tough situation for Watchung Hills. A bad snap here could really hurt them. But Ronaldo once again catches a bad snap and gets it off. See what kind of bounce it takes. It takes a Watchung Hills bounce, and Bryce Purcell is just going to let it roll, where it'll be down at about midfield. We're going to call it the 47, maybe 48. It'll be 1st and 10 for North Hunterdon. Outstanding field position, but good job by Brian Ronaldo once again to get that punt off altogether.
Yeah, it was important to get off a good kick because you can't let North Hunterdon get it too deep inside your territory early in this drive, because we've seen that they've gone in deep the last couple of drives.
Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter, as Dan Tegeter, with only a lone setback, is Jerry DePietro with a screen out to Tomczak. That's where Tomczak was hiding, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards, and he's into Watchung Hills territory. He's at about the Watchung Hills 47. Once again, they throw a little razzle-dazzle in there. Tomczak lines up as a wideout, and Tegeter goes right to him. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching C-Tech Sports. North Hunterdon leads Watchung Hills 10-0. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter.
Many have witnessed its awesome power. It is a strategic device of immense importance. It can bring into range an entire nation, a single neighborhood, or any segment of the populace. And most remarkable of all, it's growing even stronger as advertisers and viewers use it in record numbers. From Main Street to Madison Avenue, America's sold on cable.
Okay, back here for the 4th quarter of this ball game here at Singley Field in North Hunterdon High School. It's North Hunterdon 10, Watchung Hills 0. It's a 2nd and 5 situation. The give is to Jerry DePietro, and he's met by number 51, Dan Palchin. Another big tackle by Palchin. We've been calling his name all night. DePietro is going to pick up maybe a yard. They'll bring up a 3rd and 4 situation for North Hunterdon. This is when Dan Tegeter's really shined for North Hunterdon. He's come up with the last 2 3rd down conversions with big passes. One to Michael Eisenhart and the other to Matt Lehman. We'll see if he can do it again here on 3rd and 4. 2 wideouts right is Bryce Purcell and number 4, Matt Lehman. The give is to Eric Tomczak, and he finds nothing, but then he breaks away, and he could go all the way. Oh, baby! 47-yard touchdown run for Eric Tomczak. And that is a real backbreaker, but there is a flag on the play.
It looked like in the area of Matt Lehman, the flag was thrown on. It looked like maybe on a block. He was
see what the call is.
Flagged, because they're bringing the ball back here.
We're going to see a replay in just a second. We're going to take a look to see what the call is. There you see Tomczak going in for the end of that run.
Yeah, it looks like Lehman was...
Big break for Watchung Hills as Eric Tomczak went from finding nothing at the line of scrimmage, broke around the right end and goes in for 47 yards out for the touchdown. And we're gonna replay second down. It'll be 2nd and 5. Big break for Watchung Hills.
It looked like as soon as he turned that corner, that's when he had it, and that's when the flag was thrown.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 situation here. Dan Tegeter's come up big in the last 2 third downs, and he is back to pass again, play action fake. He's got guys in his face. Throws the little screen to Tomczak, and he's going to get to the outside. But he's going to be close to the first down. A couple of missed tackles.
That just demonstrates how well he's handling the pressure here. I mean, him and Tomczak they're making a great combination here. It's almost like Tomczak is reading when Tegeter's going to have to just let it go. It's perfect timing because half the Watchung Hills defense was in the backfield. And as soon as Tomczak caught the ball, there really wasn't anybody around him to make the play on him.
So they scored a first down, almost a really great tackle by Jason Clark, but a good forearm by Tomczak is going to keep him from going down, and Tomczak is able to get out to the first down before being brought down by Greg Mobus. The give is to DePietro up the middle, is back in this ballgame, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5 situation from about the 31-yard line.
The game of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
Dan Palchon on the tackle there for Watchung Hills. He's made a couple of big plays. But once again, 3 for 3 on the last third down conversions is Dan Tegeter. For Dan Palchon, that is tackle number 16. He has been all over the field for Watchung Hills. I have to thank Lowell Snare of the Hunterdon Register for that information. He's doing an outstanding job keeping us up to date on this team. There's Eric Tomczak just carrying tacklers for another first down for Watchung Hills to about the 24-yard line. We'll take another look at that.
Tomczak's really putting on a great display here in the second half. I mean, he and Tegeter are really taking control of the team now. And I think this is where North Hunterdon really wanted to go when they were thinking about this game.
Oh boy.
Well, I don't think they wanted to go in that direction.
No, I hope not. I hope that was a mistake. So now we'll see first down situation for Dan Tegeter. He fakes, he's going to go back to pass. And he has brought down a great defensive play there by number 32, Anthony Cacase. We'll take another look at that. Cacase just got in Tegeter's face in a hurry.
Cacase has made a couple of nice plays. He's been there. Looked like he wanted to put a hurt there on Tegeter. Looks like he had a couple words for him after he knocked him down.
Well, it was a loss of 10. It's going to put North Hunterdon in a big 2nd and 20 situation. That's a great play by Anthony Cacase. They were down to the 24-yard line. And Cacase really puts them out of field goal range with that big play right there on Tegeter, who was looking for Eric Tomczak on the screen. The give is up the middle to Tomczak, and he's got some rushing room, and he could go all the way. He is in. Touchdown, Tomczak.
Oh, they're calling it right on the goal, right on the 1-yard line, inside the 1-yard line.
Tomczak with some great moves interior, switches blind, and then number 16, Jason Clark, and they're going to call that down at the 1, makes a touchdown-saving tackle, but Tomczak is down. Jason Clark was a great tackle there to save the touchdown. Tomczak is down. Looks like he fell on the football. Third player to go down in this ball game. Rick Reffler went down last. So it will be 1st and goal for the North Hunterdon Lions. As soon as they can get Dan Tomczak back in shape, he's down there. You see Jerry DePietro, who was down earlier, over to check on the condition of his teammate. I guess it doesn't help very much for Tomczak if the exhaustion, he's just been all over the football field.
Yeah, he's been working his heart out this second half, and really you have to look to him to see what the difference has been between the first half and the second half. There he is.
Big round of applause after a fantastic run by number 33.
I'm sure it won't be long until Tomczak comes right back into the game, because...
Take another look. There's Tomczak just busting down the side. Jason Clark with an outstanding tackle to save him. And taking her on the keeper will go in for the touchdown.
Dan Tegeter took it in that time. I'm sure if Tomczak was in there, it would have been a little bit different, but Tegeter, he's able to take it inside like that, and they're not worried about him because he's just as big as Tomczak.
So that'll make the score 16 for North Hunterdon, 0 for Watchung Hills, as number 3, Matt Hargrove, who's 2 for 2 on kicks with a 27-yard field goal and 1 extra point, will go for his second extra point of the evening. The holder is Mike Eisenhart, and once again, Hargrove is perfect. So big play there by Eric Tomczak, who seems to be okay.
Well, North Hunterdon's displaying why they're being picked for great things this year. They're just excelling at every point in the game, and you're really seeing it here. The first half was a little shaky, but I think you're starting to begin to see why that everybody's been talking about this team in the offseason.
You're exactly right. The Watchung Hills defense is really being worn down by all that interior running, and you consider a kid like Dan Pouchon is having such a great ball game with 16 tackles, and Jason Clark is having a great game. But these guys are just really being worn down because they're on the field just too long. Watchung Hills has really never been able to get their offense on track. And this could be the do-or-die drive right here with 9:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. As Matt Hargrove will kick off. Deep again is Andre Tompkins, and I believe it's number 22, Greg Campestri. Big Campestri didn't take it back now. He had a great punt return earlier.
Another good return for Watchung Hills. Let's see if they can put something together here, because they got to do it in a hurry.
Bryce Purnell with a great open field tackle there.
No time for grind out now, Kurt. They've got to do something. They got to do it fast. They got to put some kind of play, a good solid drive together. I mean, it's got to be fast.
That's exactly right. Watchung Hills is in need of 3 scores here, and with just under 9 minutes remaining, you got to think that they're going to have to score early on this drive. So Brian Ronaldo's got his work cut out for him as he steps up to the line of scrimmage with his back split behind him. On 1st and 10, late rainfall here at Singley Field. And Ronaldo is brought down. Big play there by number 40, Mike Butler. Butler's a tight end on offense, makes a big play right there and snuffs out Ronaldo. Once again, the pressure put on by number 70, John Latino, who should be getting his mail sent to the Watchung Hills backfield. He has been all over on defense tonight.
Well, I don't think Watchung Hills is going to get too far down the field with that kind of penetration by the Lions. I just think it's not going to happen. Rain's starting to come down a little bit here. The band doesn't seem to mind.
And the band played on here with second and about 13 with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. As you see the slight rain as the near capacity crowd, what did we say it was, about 74,000?
I believe it's 75 and a couple, about 2 no-shows. I think that's what they told us as we were coming in.
Oh, I missed those thousands of guys that just came on.
Yeah, well, they came in afterwards. They were tailgating out in the parking lot.
So a 2nd and 13 situation there. You get a good shot of it. Looks a little more like snow from that angle. This is the way football is meant to be played. On the grass, in the mud.
Down and dirty.
There you got it.
How many more football cliches can we throw in there?
the frozen tundra of Singley Field. 17-0. North Hunterdon leads Watchung Hills here on Z-Tech Cable Sports. As 2nd and 13 situation awaits Watchung Hills at their own 26-yard line. Brian Ronaldo steps up to the line of scrimmage. 4-man front again by North Hunterdon. He's back to pass again. Pressure's on. He gets it off. And it's incomplete.
Nearly intercepted there.
Bryce Purcell having a really fine ball game here. We'll take another look at that. Ronaldo got a little more time, got a good pass off, but he just threw it in a little bit of coverage. Brian Ronaldo showed an outstanding arm. Well thrown ball. He's looking for number 16, Jason Clark, but there was a bit of a crowd there. That's a tough ball to catch. So on 3rd and 13, big play right here. This could be the ball game for Watchung Hills, although there is 8 minutes left. You got to expect that they're going to do more of the same. So on 3rd and 13, Brian Ronaldo steps to the line of scrimmage in an I formation behind him. He's back to pass. Rolls to his right, and he's going to take off and not going to be even close. He just makes it back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage.
Well, I'm sure this isn't the ideal type of weather that Watchung Hills wanted to start out with when they want to mount their big drive. Shades of last year, not quite the monsoon they had last year, but it's a little bit different in a couple cases. Also the fact that Watchung Hills is losing 17-0 as opposed to last year where they had a 6-0.
Well, you got to figure this is a team that was hit hard by graduation. Is coming back with an all-new backfield. So with all due respect to Watchung Hills, they've just been struggling early tonight, and it just never got going from there. Brian Ronaldo, they do have some good things on offense. Brian Ronaldo, Watchung Tompkins,
Well, he just has
these are kids that are, as the season comes along, they're going to come together. But for tonight, this is North Hunterdon tonight. They've just been all over on both lines of scrimmage. What can you say about Eric Tomczak and Dan Tegeter? Dan Tegeter was just real big on a lot of big third downs, completed 3 third-down passes in a row, and that right there is phenomenal.
I think what it comes down to is, I think that Ronaldo is, if not, equally, he's just as talented as Tegeter. It's just that the offensive line is giving Tegeter all day to do pretty much whatever he wants. He's getting the time to create things. Ronaldo's pretty much on the run most of the time, anytime he drops back.
So Ronaldo once again will be back to punt, and he'll be punting to Bryce Purcell and Matt Lehman. Gets off a pretty good kick. Matt Lehman will let it bounce. Jason Clark is there again and takes a Watchung Hills bounce. It'll be retrieved there. Down at about the 31, 32 yard line. So we got a new quarterback. I believe checking the game will be Mike Leonardi. He's a sophomore. He's 6'2", 186 pounds. Will take over at the helm here to try and wind out 7+ minutes to go in this ball game.
Well, I think it was wise for Lehman to let that one go because I'm sure the ball is extremely slick. And the one thing that Hunterdon didn't want to do there is let Watchung Hills get a turnover there.
Yeah, I think at this point North Hunterdon will just be happy to run the clock out with between the tackles.
Well, from what we've seen so far tonight, I don't think they're going to have any problem as far as the backfield is concerned.
Oh, Mike Leonardi brings in the play. Still the first string offense in for North Hunterdon. We do have just over 7 minutes to go here in this ball game. Bring up a second and about 7. Call it 8. Formation. The give is to Tomczak, and he spins and picks up maybe 3 yards.
No rest for Tomczak. He's going to be the guy, it looks like, that's going to be put upon to run this clock down.
Once again, Dan Houghton on the tackle for Watchung Hills. He's all over the football field defensively for this Watchung Hills squad. We're going to call it 3rd and 9. I would have called it about 3rd and 7. 6.5 minutes to go here. Brian Leonardi may get his first chance to throw the football. A little bit of motion in the backfield. The pitch is to Tomczak, and he runs out of running room about 6 yards short of the first down. He's run out of bounds by a host of tacklers. We're going to take another look at that. Here's number 51, Powtown, again in on the action.
Super pursuit there. They just weren't going to let him get anything.
I was stronger partner this year.
Get the numbers on Eric Tomczak. 14 carries for 119 yards. Outstanding ball game, but he'll be back to punt on this down. Here it's about 4th and 7 here in the 4th quarter. Greg Campese's back to return the punt. He's going to get a chance. He'll takes a big North Hunterdon bounce, and he'll wisely let it be down by number 43, Jerry DePietro.
That punt is down by DePietro on the 17-yard line.
So Watchung Hills will start out deep in their own end.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Watchung Hills has got planned, because it looks pretty much out of reach right now. So it should be interesting to see if they're going to bring in work out some stuff here for the next couple games, because I just don't think, it's not going to happen. I mean,
you got to be, some of these guys have had good ball games, particularly Dan Powtown, but you got to think that just scoring at this point for Watchung Hills, since it is early and these guys are just really learning to play together, just scoring right now would be a big help going into next week.
Well, I think it's a good way to get experience to play a team like North Hunterdon, because they're so experienced and they're so big that it really prepares Watchung Hills for future games against tougher opponents.
Yeah, I would expect that on October 8th, when we see this Watchung Hills team play again, that we'll see a different team and they'll look much sharper against Hillsborough, because like we said in the beginning of the telecast, that these guys are all playing together for the first time. They were hit hard by graduation, so for the first time these guys are playing together and just maybe not clicking early on, and they were forced to do some things they didn't want to do, such as throw like they did on last possession. And the pitch looks like it's to Campese. Excuse me, Campese. Yeah, it is Campese.
Well, Watchung Hills, if you just look up and down the roster, you just don't see many seniors on there, but I mean, Ronaldo is basically their senior player, and he's going to get them ready for the next games, because he's your typical leader. They just got to get the offensive line together. They got the tools to do something if they could get some time.
So we're under the 4-minute mark, a 3rd and 3 situation here for Watchung Hills. I formation behind Ronaldo. And he'll do a keeper up the middle, and it looks like he's going to fight for the first down. Great second effort. It's going to be real close, depending on the spot. Ronaldo did a real good job, and they're going to call it a first down, and that is very big. That's only the first down, I believe, of this half for Watchung Hills. Great second effort by Ronaldo to get up there and fight through for that first down. So we're nearing the 3-minute mark here in this ball game.
That shows you the type of player Ronaldo is. He's not going to let up. He sees the scoreboard and he knows what's going on, but I have no idea what was going on there.
That was Dancing Dave the Rave. He's out fighting crime, I believe, with that big cape on. He's here at all the North Hunterdon football games. A fixture here. Ronaldo's back to pass. He's got a receiver down the sideline. Great catch by Jason Clark, and they're going to call him inbounds. Or no, they're going to be out of bounds.
Great effort by Jason Clark.
That was a fantastic effort by Clark.
Another senior along with Ronaldo. And as I said, they know what the score is, but they're not going to get let up one bit.
No, that's a sign of a tough team when you're down this late in the game, under 3 minutes, and they're still diving for balls. And that was a great effort by Jason Clark, and a pretty good pass by Ronaldo. He didn't have much space to fight that one in there.
It's a great example. It's also a good example for the younger players on the team to see the two captains scrapping it out right down to the wire.
So a 2nd and 10 situation. Ronaldo's back to pass again. This time he's got a receiver. And it's number 84, Chris Vitola, who put a big hit on Dan Tegeter from the defensive side of the ball. That time just makes a big catch coming off, splitting off to the right as Ronaldo rolls out right. He's got Vitola. Tackle made by number 62, Brian Bennington. I believe earlier in the game I credited someone else with an interception. Brian Bennington started this ball game off with a big interception. He's been around the ball a lot this ball game.
It'd be nice to see Watchung Hills put some points on the board here late, just to give them something for the next game.
And the give is wide right. Maybe pick up a couple of yards there. Looks like it was Campese.
What dog's in? What dog's in?
So 2nd and about 8 with 2:15 to go. He's got to have it down and stop the clock.
Well, it's important right now for Watchung not to get the confidence down, because they got to realize that they're going up against a super team and it's not always going to work out. And they just got to keep their heads up and push forward.
Well, what happened, when there's Campestre again, and this time he's got a little bit of running room, and he's got himself a 1st down. We'll take another look at that. He gets out to about the North 145. Nice little cut there by Campestre as he just fights his way for the 1st down to the North 145. It'll be 1st and 10. One thing about this Watchung Hill squad you have to remember is North Hunterdon scored early on in the 2nd half to put them behind the 8 ball. They had to come out throwing, and when the more it rains, the tougher it is to throw the football.
Yeah, well, North Hunterdon knew that they had them on disadvantage, and they took care. They knew exactly what they had to do, and they took care of it.
So Ronaldo's back to pass again. A lot of pressure, and he is brought down by number 60, Brian Gable. Brian Gable with a big play right there. And that could just about do it. We're under about a minute 20.
Well, Watchung's shown some flashes of what they can do on this drive. It's just a shame that they had to revert back to the little bit there, the offensive line collapsing a little bit. But, I mean, we've seen a lot from Ronaldo and Clark that are going to show us that Watchung is not going to just lie down this season. They're going to put on some good efforts.
One guy that particularly impressed me was Dan Pouchin, who's just been all over the football field this evening. And Ronaldo's back to pass again. He's going to go deep down the right sideline looking for Jason Clark. Almost made a fantastic catch. Good coverage there by number 37, Chad Ford.
Excellent defense.
Jason Clark almost makes a fantastic catch, but Chad Ford makes a hit at just the right time. Jason Clark is down with only 48 seconds left in the game.
Jason Clark
hurt pretty badly. So while we have a timeout here in the action, we hope that Jason Clark is all right. Our next C-Tech game of the week will be October 1st. It'll be Notre Dame coming in from Lawrenceville.
I'm really looking
tough squad.
Really looking forward to see the guys like Lou Holtz, and they're always exciting to see here in Central Jersey, and they got some. I hear that they've got a real good shot this year at being number 1. So let's get see a great game, great power football.
So the Notre Dame Fighting Amish coming into play, the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. After that, the following week, we'll see these Watchung Hills Warriors again against Mark Stout's own Hillsborough squad. That's on October 8th. Hillsborough we saw a couple of times last year, I believe, against Watchung Hills. That'll be at Watchung Hills. The following night, we'll see North Hunterdon Lions again against Franklin. And then we'll see Franklin against Hunterdon Central on October 15th. There's Dancing Dave Ray.
Ray obviously has never heard of the term pneumonia or the flu.
Dave the Rave will be out fighting crime after the game. He heads down the sideline. And You don't find fans any more diehard than Dave the Rave.
Well, I'll tell you, I think I saw the rave signal just a couple minutes ago. I think he's going to be flying away any moment now to
fight crime. Jason Clark is on the sidelines now. We will not know his condition as there is only 48 seconds left. The rain really coming down now as they put the final touches on this ball game. As Brian Ronaldo steps to the line of scrimmage here with 48 seconds left. I'm sure he'll be back to pass, and he is. Big rush. It goes out to Campestri on the sideline. He's got a little bit of running room and some blockers. One man to beat, no two men to beat, and he just brought down by Matt Hargrove, who makes maybe a shutout saving tackle. Number 20 also in on that play, Matt Rayoff.
Well, that's the type of play that Tegeter's been running all day. The pressure was on, and he dumped the pass off. And Ronaldo displays exactly the same thing that Tegeter was doing earlier in the game.
That's great. Yeah, that's true. Ronaldo shows a lot of composure there. Waits for the rush to get in his face and then drops it off to Campestri, who does a little fancy move and got blocking up ahead of him. So now with 16 seconds left and counting, Ronaldo will drop back for maybe the last time in this ball game. He's back to pass. A lot of pressure again. Same exact play. He's out to the other side of Campestri. He's got some blockers ahead of him, but he is brought down by number 80, Nick Vasimopoulos. Say that 3 times fast. And that is going to be the ball game. Our final here from C-Tech Sports, North Hunterdon 17, Watchung Hills 0. We'll be back on October 1st, as we just said, to see the Notre Dame Fighting Irish against Hunterdon Central Red Devils. For Earl Camber, and I'm Kurt Appleby. We'll be seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.